Hi, I'm Matt Schneck. I'm the writer for Tales of IIIrria. We've had a few questions about how our events played out and how our battle systems work, so we're going to walk you through one of our events. So, as the party travels, an event will appear. Here, the party came across a crypt, so you, the player, can choose whether you want to enter the crypt or not, as obviously we're going to enter the crypt. As the events progress, you're given options. So first, let's speak with the party to see what they think we should do. During conversations like this, character portraits come up. These portraits not only show what character is speaking, but also the portraits change with the equipment the character is wearing. So if they're wearing a specific helmet, for example, you'll see that helmet on their head as opposed to just a generic portrait of the character. These conversations give the player suggestions on how to proceed, as well as help shape the personality of the characters in the game. You can see here that we have two ways to approach the problem at hand: brute force or something a little bit more subtle, picking the lock. Now obviously we can also leave the crypt, but for the purpose of this we're gonna enter. So these options trigger a check on your party's skill sets, and the result of that check affects how the party proceeds. So here, for example, if no characters have a high enough stealth skill to pick the lock, you'll fail at that attempt, and you can either try a different way or, again, just give up and leave. So we're going to try breaking down the door. And as you can see, the skill check for the strength passed, and the party got into the room. Again, the party members can offer up a response for what's going on, and that helps you choose how to proceed. Now, sometimes your choices in these events can lead to a battle sequence. So here, we've discerned some undead creatures, and we're going to have to fight them. Here, you can see the battle system in full. You can give each character commands, whether they should just attack normally, or defend, or use a skill. Now, there's two ranks of characters. The characters in the front obviously can use their melee attacks, whether it be a sword, or a club, or a mace, or whatever. And the back rank can use spells, and bows, and ranged weapons, things like that. As the battle commences, and as your characters are damaged, you can make sure that they're using spells to heal each other, and things like that. So it's very, very active base, but it's not limited to the speed at which your character's next turn comes up. It's very active based. It's you give a command, the character carries it out. Now, like with RPGs in general, after you defeat the enemy, you can of course loot the fallen enemy, and whatever you get helps get you money to get equipment, or sometimes gives you new equipment that may be better than what you have now, just like with all RPGs. And then, of course, the event ends and you get back to the travel screen. So that's the basic setup of the events in Tales of IIIrria, and as well as the battle system.